Hey, Financial Emancipation crew, what's up? Happy New Year, happy 2020. I just wanted to do a little video to talk to you guys. It's been a while since we've had like video chatting time. So I wanted to talk to you guys. So here's the deal. It's a new year, and this is a time when everyone's going to start talking about how they're going to do things differently. And I mentioned this on the last podcast episode, that it's unrealistic to try to think that you're going to start the year off and just change everything because it's January. You know, the rent is still due on January 1st, the bills are still due, and everything that's coming over and carrying over from Christmas is still there. So for you to think that you can kind of like just quick restart that and all of a sudden change everything is unrealistic, right? So what we want to do is take January to make a plan. Yeah, it would have been best to make a plan in December, but here we are, it's January, today's January 3rd. You want to be able to make a plan now that you can probably put into practice for the month of February. So this is a good time now to kind of assess your bills, assess what's out there, assess what you want to do, make a plan. What are your goals for 2020? Everyone's goals financially are not the same. And so in some instances, you may feel like one person may feel like, you know what, I need to get down my debt. I need to pay down my debt. Other people may be focused on increasing their income. There's a lot of different ways in which you can deal with your finances, and everyone's goals are not the same. So if you are deciding now that you're not sure which way you want to go, you're just saying, I want to make my finances better, that's not specific enough. You got to get specific. You got to get to it and speak to what you want to do. So if your goal is to focus on your credit and credit repair, that's a totally different set of kind of actions and points you need to put together versus if your goal is to pay down debt, versus if your goal is to increase your income, versus if your goal is to increase your savings. All those things kind of stumble upon each other, and they're all kind of interrelated, but they require a different set of steps. So a good thing to do for the month of January, if you want to ready to start 2020 off, is to create a plan. And as always, you should create a budget. You should absolutely be paying yourself first, which means you should be absolutely making sure that you're contributing to your savings. That should be a no matter what. And then you need to come up with the plan to address whatever your financial goals are for 2020. Look, it's a new decade. It's a new time. We all want to be better and do better. And our finances help us to do that. So one person, I saw a tweet the other day, and it said, finances, money may not be the root of all freedoms, and it may not be able to buy you everything, but it can buy you some really essential things that let me try. Let me get some money so I could try and see if the money can do all these great things that they say it can do. And I do believe it can. I think money does give you access and freedom and a little bit more ability to kind of live out your life. So you want to make sure that you're living your financial life in line with how you want to live your actual life. So that means if you want to be debt free, if you want to have savings, if you want to have stability in your finances, that's on you for 2020. So let's not start 2020 racing towards a goal that we're going to set ourselves up for failure. Let's start 2020 off with realistic plan that is in line with our goals. Let's start writing it down. Get a book and a pen and paper. Even if it's a marble notebook, get a pen and paper and start writing this stuff down so that you can focus for 2020. And give yourself a break. Give yourself a breather. Understand that you may not be able to do it all right now in the month of January. And set yourself a goal for February 1st to really get out there and get to your financial goals. It's not going to happen overnight, but you can absolutely get there. And if you come back and we talk about it on financial emancipation, we'll be right here to get you through all 2020. All right? So we're going to get ourselves our financial houses in order this year. And we're not going to have another year of being financially beat down and weighing heavy with finances and bills. We're going to get free this year.